dimension is a term often used to refer to other realms of existence, but it can cause confusion in that the word dimension also refers to measurable attributes of this reality such as time or space measurements, for example, width or height. Other realms of existence could be more descriptively called densities, levels or density levels. In the light of emerging knowledge, I recommend that people avoid potential confusion by using the words density or density level instead of dimension to describe a vibrational level of existence. The lowest density level of manifestation for planet Earth currently is third density, 3D, the regular physical form to which we are accustomed. There are lower density levels, but they only apply to the frequency of consciousness of basic items like rocks and subatomic particles. Their location level is still 3D, right here with you and me. First density, 1D, is the level of consciousness of the basic physical elements and objects that are called inanimate by many people, such as rocks and crystals. Because all objects in the universe are composed of compressed divine consciousness, they all have a sense of awareness at some level. For example, physics experiments have shown that when subatomic particles collide and separate, they continue to remember each other and act out their connected relationship. Second density, 2D, is the level of consciousness of biological existence, of plants and wild animals, even though their physical forms are located in the 3D realm. As 3D is currently the lowest level where the Earth maintains a physical body, there is no 2D version of Earth below us. Third density, 3D, is currently home to physical human beings. It is a realm of self-aware identity and intellectual development. While your physical body is currently located in third density, your mind is free to roam to other frequencies or density levels of awareness. Fourth density, 4D, is home to spirits in the afterlife, and it can also support physical humans. There are numerous sub-realms of existence within fourth density, with the lower sub-realms being more dense than the higher sub-realms. While spirit or astral beings are ethereal and ghost-like relative to us, they are solid to each other, so they are correctly referred to as quasi-physical rather than non-physical beings. Those who inhabit the realms of the afterlife in spirit bodies experience relative freedom as their quasi-physical spirit bodies respond easily to their mental direction. Spirit beings find it easy to levitate, and they can instantly relocate to a desired destination. They can also create quasi-physical objects using the pressure of mental energy applied to the universal supply of etheric energy. They call these objects thought forms, and a well-made thought form will exist for more than a year without any further attention before it dissolves back into the surroundings as etheric energy. With regular attention, it will stay in existence as long as it is important to someone. Fifth density, 5D, is home to soul consciousness, and is a non-physical realm of spiritual light and sound energies. Traditionally, 5D is referred to as the higher mental realms. Although souls are perceived as separate individuals in 5D, just as we are in the physical realm, they are also fully attuned to their connectedness with each other. Soul bodies are non-physical fields of higher mental energy. Your soul can also be referred to as your higher self or as the superconscious aspect of your total field of awareness. On the day all this changes, ascension or rapture to a higher world has long been anticipated. But, today, with global changes accelerating ever faster, we are obviously reaching the climax of change. When it happens, in the blink of an eye, the physical material of the planet and everything upon it will upgrade from 3D to a higher existence, well within the 4D frequency range. The day is rapidly approaching when the Earth will rise in vibration because everything physical, our bodies, the ground beneath our feet, and everything around us will rise in frequency. Our destination will be the basic realm of heaven, and, yet, we will be physical. To be informed is to be prepared. Discover how mass ascension will happen. It's not quite as simple as you might expect, and for a very good reason. By own waters, you don't have to do anything at all, your natural essence will naturally emerge. You have to then let go trying to impress, to make things happen, to grab and hold on to prove, to justify, to be better than. You just have to let go what is not you in order for your natural essence to emerge. You see, it's not something you have to do, rather it is something you have to let go of, which is the notion that who you are is this body and this character. The idea that the divine is this body and character. In other words, that the ego is equal with the divine. The divine is your natural essence, the ego is a man-made construct, it is not divine. It is an illusion, all the opposite of the divine. Ego is limited, insecure, attached, focused on the external, on the physical, born from the physical, lives in the physical, is impressed by form, attached to the doing. Your essence is the being that doesn't need the physical to be, that doesn't need to be doing anything in order to be, to exist. The ego, the identity you have taken on, is only part of this world. Of course, in the real reality, which is infinite and eternal, you are all bodies, all qualities, all characters, all roles, and still none of them. It is like an actor who is able to take on any role and yet knows he is none of these roles. Your capacity to take on any role is infinite, but you are not any of these roles you play. That's key because you are always playing, acting if you want on the big stage, universal stage on which we are all playing together in visible and invisible degrees. Your natural essence is not something you need to earn or even bring out, indeed. It is not something you need to prove or be worthy of. Your essence is who you are, and when you are not standing in the way, your natural essence always emerges, for that which is within you is bigger than anything else, stronger than any illusion. But you can play within the illusion for as long as you like, you can go back and forth for as long as you like, as you are a free being, loved regardless, that is, unconditionally. There is no limit, no restriction, no requirement that is ever set upon you. In fact, you set these upon yourself. The ego sets these upon the character it is playing, believing in the character to be this or that. And so, when you are wondering what to do to feel better, to raise your consciousness a little more, to reach a little higher, the answer is always, stop doing what you are doing, rather than do this or that. It is only when you let go that you find relief, that you find peace and allow your essence to come to the surface. You can never snuff out the light that is within you. You can diminish its luster, you can hold a blanket and diminish its radiance, but you can never extinguish it. It is the light of Source itself, and you can never extinguish Source. Therefore, be at ease, be in love, be in joy, is not something you need to try to be, it is something you naturally emanate when you allow yourself to let go of everything that is in the way. And that is what Source sees in you every time you trip, every time you block the light, every time you stand in the way of your natural essence and live in the shadow of who you are. Because Source knows who you are, how powerful you are, and that it is impossible to stay there for long without realizing you are on the wrong track. There's nothing you need to do that you are not already doing. There's nothing you need to know that you don't already know. There's nothing you need to prove. There's nothing you need to do, because who you are is a being of light, of love, of joy, and when you allow who you are to surface, it won't matter what you do, where you are, or who is there. Because then, you will be connected to Source, acting as Source, in all you do, say, think and feel, and that is the ultimate place where you want to be. Channel, Nadina Bone.